Hello and welcome. This is Tyler from the Web Presence Group, and in this video I'm going to share with you some tips on doing website optimization. This process is also known as on-site SEO, but we like to call it website optimization because not only are we doing SEO and getting the website ranked, but we're also focusing on conversion rate optimization, or optimizing the website for that activity that users take after they've landed on a web page. So to get started, I'm just going to show you examples of each of these 5 elements that really hit home and that you really have to address and optimize to have a successful campaign. So to begin, I'm going to share with you the first example of a great HTML sitemap. So the HTML sitemap that I'm going to show you is at webmd.com, and that is right here. And as you can see, the sitemap is very well organized. It contains most all pages of the website, and each link accurately describes each page it's going to. So we might consider the anchor text for each of these links as semi-optimized, which is very important for your SEO purposes. Another thing about this sitemap is it's linked here in the footer, so it's on every single page of the website. That too is very important for search engine optimization. Lastly, I'd just like to add that the sitemap is the second most important page next to the home page. So you'll want to be sure you build one out, you include all of your optimized pages, and you link it on all pages of your website. The next important element for website optimization is a strong navigation that includes some optimized internal linking. So what do I mean by that? Let's head over to backcountry.com, where this is a very graphic intensive site, but at the same time their navigation just rocks, and it's got some really good internal linking. So over the men category, we have some nicely laid out product categories. If I click into socks, this takes us to their basic men's socks page, and they further break down these categories for biking, running, hiking socks. And if you notice, they actually use men's running socks as the anchor text. So if I click that link, I go to the page on men's running socks, all that is very aligned, which is good. They even break it down further to men's lightweight running socks, and again they use that same anchor text in the link. So that is pretty cool. They have a very strong navigation, a very clean looking website, and they use optimized internal linking. I'm just very curious to how well they're ranking on that, so I'll open up a private browser, and there's Backcountry right there. It's a specific product or brand category, but they're number 2. So that's an example of some good optimized internal linking paying off for SEO. The next thing I want to talk about is a little more focal to on-site SEO or on-page SEO, and that's simply just keyword optimizing the pages of your website. I'm going to stay on this page because it's pretty well keyword optimized. For instance, in the URL they have men's lightweight running socks. In the first header is that same phrase. They got it here in some text. And let's open up the page source and take a look at the page title and meta description. Right there in the title, men's lightweight running socks. Nice short title too that will all fit in the Google search results. And right there they use it in the meta description, along with a nice incentivizing offer to get 20% off a full price pair of socks. So that should help their click-through rate. The only thing this page is really missing is some nice text-based content. Although this is text, we'd ideally like to see just a little paragraph that talks about men's lightweight running socks. That's a little more keyword rich. We don't want to go stuffing it, but that should really help their cause if they had that text-based content. Other than that, this is a very well optimized page. The next thing you want to keep in mind when you're optimizing your website is the call to action. And this comes in many different forms. For instance, here on this e-commerce site, I'll click into this product, and here's the call to action: add to cart. It's very obvious and apparent. You know, if we're having to scroll down and look for the add to cart button, you know, we could be losing out on some conversions. So this is just a basic example in an e-commerce context. I'll take you over to the web presence group, where we're using a little different approach to driving leads. Here we're offering a free SEO audit in this form, and it's got a pretty obvious graphic, pretty straightforward fields to fill out. So again, SEO is not simply driving rankings and getting traffic. It's about converting the user. It's how the game has changed, and it's something you really need to take in consideration when you're optimizing your website. The last thing I wanted to go over with you guys really underscores the importance of social media and how that's having a huge impact on search. So let's head over to searchengineland.com, and on this blog post, notice how they have these social sharing icons right up top. Not only does this promote efficient sharing of this blog post, but the more plus ones, likes, tweets, shares, whatever, the more they can get of those social signals, the better for their rankings. You know, it basically tells a Google Spider that the content is credible, it's of value, and deserving of better rankings. So these are some icons that you'll definitely want to integrate on your website, you know, especially if you have a blog and you want to promote your blog content a little more heavily. And last thing is, these are really easy to add. You can usually find a code snippet somewhere on the web that you can drop onto your site to get these icons. So that's about it, you guys. Those are the 5 main elements of website optimization I wanted to share with you. You know, of course, there's a lot more that goes into the process, but these are 5 elements that you should be able to tackle without needing to hire a team or a SEO expert. So I hope this helps you out, and continue to thrive in search, my friend.